The Industrial Revolution introduced new technology like the sewing machine. Clothes become easier, quicker, and cheaper to make. Dressmaking shops emerged to cater to the middle classes. That's how fast fashion was created. Fast fashion can be known as the mass production of cheap, poor quality disposable clothing. This is because while clothes are becoming cheaper, their prices fall, and so does their quality. And while prices are dropping, fashion trends are accelerating. This creates an incentive for people to buy more clothes to keep up with the latest trends. What's wrong with this fast fashion system is that the majority of items are neither recycled nor donated. Instead, they either go to landfill or get incinerated. Every action in the fast fashion chain comes with huge environmental and societal costs. Our clothes can take as long as 200 years to decompose, so our planet is getting polluted by more and more unnatural material all the time. So may you ask, why is it bad for the environment? Well, fast fashion has a devastating environmental impact, and here are a number of ways the industry damages the planet. Water usage. A byproduct from textile factories in countries that produce fast fashion items in mass is untreated toxic wastewater. For example, it can take up to 200 tons of fresh water to dye and finish just 1 ton of fabric. As a result, we as humanity are running the risk of water scarcity at some point during the year. Greenhouse gases. Producing, manufacturing, and transporting the millions of garments produced each year uses a lot of energy. The synthetic fibers that most of our clothes are made of are generated from fossil fuels. As a result, in that current state, we could see the total carbon footprint of our clothing can reach 26% by 2015. Microfibers. Microfibers are microplastics that come away from the synthetic fabrics like polyester and nylon every time you wash your clothes. These are consumed by aquatic organisms, which are eaten by fish, which are eaten by us. These cheap clothes are one of the sources putting plastic into our food chain. Deforestation. Yet another thing that's wrong with the fast fashion industry is that it hurts the soil, woodland, and other time ecosystems. Goats and sheep, raised from the wool, are overgrazed in pastures. Overgrazing leads to soil erosion, land degradation, loss of valuable plant species, food shortage, and famine. Human rights. We have focused on the environmental factor here. However, among other fast fashion problems, the conditions of garment workers is another reason why the industry is unethical. In fact, is inhumane. Unbearably long working hours, terribly low pay below the living wage, and extremely hazardous working conditions are just some of the issues workers in garment factories face.
Hi, I wanted to talk about how we can reduce our fast fashion environment impact. So, there are a few things that we can do to reduce the fast fashion footprint. And there are simple tasks that we can do every day that will help us to our environment. First thing, we can buy less. So we need to be conscious about the clothes that we are going to buy it, because there are many occasions that we are going to buy clothes that we are never gonna use. So we need to make conscious about the clothes that we're going to buy and only buy the things that are really necessary. Otherwise, we're gonna have a lot of clothes in our closets that we're not gonna use. But if we have these kind of clothes, we can sell those clothes in those secondhand stores, and also we can find our clothes there. We can find a lot of secondhand stores that we can find clothes that is not exactly all that are in perfect conditions because there are someone who buy, I don't know, for example, a pair of jeans, but they have never used it. And on the other hand, we can also stop buying those stores that we contribute with our fast fashion. For example, stores like Zara or H&M, that they are aware about the environmental impact about the fast fashion, but they don't care about it. So if we uh, buy the clothes in those stores, we're going to contribute with this um, fast fashion behavior that they are not care about.
During this project, we have learned a lot about the fast fashion and how it is a big problem for our environment and how it continues because we don't do anything to stop it. But now that we can understand the importance of our lack of awareness in the face of the destruction of our environment and our planet, it is necessary that each one of us from our home begins to make small changes and demand in the same way that those chain stores can provide eco-friendly clothes. Actually, our planet is deteriorating little by little. That's why it needs us more than ever, and it's time to make a difference. We have to stop letting ourselves be carried away by constant consumerism and think about all what we need most and not what we want just to use it once. And when it goes out of style, throw it away. We have to make conscious about the importance of recycle those clothes to make new things and um, don't throw it away.